Okay, we are working on slides 12 and 13 for Poetry Month. A repeated poem is slide 12, and a Clerihew, which is slide 13. A repeated poem, which is slide 13, and a Clerihew, which is slide 14. Okay, in a repeated poem, often a line or a phrase is repeated several times in a poem. In a repeated poem, the first part of each line is the same. These poems can be serious or funny. They can rhyme or not rhyme. You could also add a twist to the poem by not using the repeated phrase for the last line. So I'll read theirs. So here's two examples. Never will I go to Mars, never will I dine on cars. So they kind of chose that they wanted it to rhyme. Never will I pet a bear, never will I cut my hair. Never will I touch the sky, never will I learn to fly. Never will I serve goats tea, never will I ride a bee. So every two lines is rhyming. Never will I ask the time, never will I end this rhyme. So that was one example. And then here's other ideas. So instead of saying never will I wonder why. I wish I could. So instead you go, I wonder why, I wonder why, I wonder why, I wonder why. I wish I could. I wish I could, I wish I could, I wish I could. Today I will. Now I know. My mother says, my mother says, my mother says. I'd like to see, I'd like to see, I'd like to see. Late at night, late at night. Everyone should, everyone should. When I grow up, I love it when a friend knows how to. So you can choose how you want to start it. I love it when. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to come up with 10 I love it whens. I decided to use the rhyming as inspiration, so I've started a few here. I love it when the sun is shining. I love it when I get to go dining. I love it when my friends say hi. I love it when birds fly in the sky. So high and sky. Maybe I want to do something about coffee. I love it when coffee is bought. So something about bought. What could rhyme with bought? Caught, bought, not, bought. I love it when flowers are bought and brought. Okay, so now I have two more I need to think of. When I said two more rhymes, I meant two more like sets of rhymes. So I love it when my husband and I go for walks. I love it when we call for talks. I was thinking like talking with friends or family. I love it when I see students smiling. And now because it goes into two lines, what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to delete all those numbering so it makes it all one row before I finish my last line. Okay, so I love it when I see the students smiling. Teaching them is better than filing. And why I chose filing was because that's a summer job I had one time and it was fine. But I definitely love teaching 1,000 times more. So anyway, so yeah, here's a repeated poem. I'll read my whole thing to you. I love it when the sun is shining. I love it when I get to go dining. I love it when my friends say hi. I love it when the birds fly in the sky. I love it when coffee is bought. I love it when flowers are brought. I love it when my husband and I go for walks. I love it when we call for talks. I love it when I see the kids students smiling. Teaching them is way better than filing. Okay, so that was a repeated poem. Now I'm going to move on to slide 14. This is called a Clerihew poem. A Clerihew is a short, humorous, rhyming poem about a person or an animal. The Clerihew was invented by writer Edmund Clerihew Bentley, like our Bentley in our class, right? In the late 1800s, when he was just 16 years old. A Clerihew has just 4 lines, a rhyming pattern AABB. So that means 2 lines, first 2 lines rhyme, and the last 2 lines rhyme. Okay, so lines 1 and 2 rhyme, and lines 3 and 4 rhyme. The only other rule is that the first line must contain the name of the person that it is about. So they're examples. There's 2 of them. My brother Nate cleans his plate. Okay, so it's all about the brother Nate. So Nate and plate rhyme. Then line 3 and 4 rhyme. But when there's spinach too much, he skips out on lunch. Okay, so it's kind of a story about having lunch. Wilbur the pig was not very big, but when he went to the fair, he won a prize there. Okay, so now write a Clerihew about a fictional character. So that's one that is made up. So like SpongeBob, Harry Potter, those types of things are characters. Try one about a person that you know. Write one more about anyone you want. So another person. Or I think that could also be like a topic that you want about a person or an animal. So you could choose an animal there if you wanted to. Okay, so I took a minute to kind of think and collect my thoughts. So you don't always see that, my time that I put in trying to think of things that rhyme and all of those things. But I want to let you know I don't just always sit here. Sometimes I um, make a list of things. So it's not always super easy like it makes it seem when I just pause the video and re-record. Okay, so here we go. My husband's name is Ben. He's better than a 10, Ben 10. Swimming, diving, and working out are many things he dreams about. Okay, so kind of humorous in that regard. Yeah, with the rhyming, it kind of automatically makes it a little playful and humorous. So that's slides 13 and 14. You only have 3 left, and they are a limerick, phone poem, and the last one, roll the dice poem. So you might need dice, or you can, so if you have some dice around, you can, or I know sometimes you can Google roll dice and then you just click your mouse and then it does that for you. So that's another option as well if you don't have dice at your house. Okay, I hope this helps. Tune in next time if you'd like more help with poems or just want to see what I come up with. Bye.